We live. It's all
This
good. We
nigga.
here back at the Check the Ron podcast. First guest of first interview since we've been back up, and this is gonna be dope.
Yeah,
You know
yeah, yeah.
this man is a rapper, entrepreneur, songwriter, producer, proprietor of the Secret Society group on Facebook. If y'all not locked in, make sure y'all go get locked in because it's for the grown and sexy. It's for the grown up. It's for the grown up. You know what I'm saying? Performer, father, just all around good guy. My friend,
See,
Nom
you
Nitty.
fucking up already. You ain't supposed to be.
Nom Nitty is in the building, man. Nom Nitty is in
What's
the
happening?
building, man. Word
It's
up. Let's
good,
give him
man.
proper introduction, man. Nom
Rah,
Nitty.
rah, 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 rah. Gunshot, 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 gunshot. All that good shit. What up, bro?
Yo, Nom, what's good, man? What's good, man? You know what I'm saying?
What's happening?
We wanna you know, this is an
How we
interview
doing
that
this? We letting them know how we go back like 4 flats or what? Like,
right, but we gonna get there. We gonna build, we gonna get it there, right?
or you just trying to let these niggas know who I am first? The
exactly.
unfamiliar ones.
We
You
want to
know what
know,
I mean?
yeah, and we want to let them know, we're gonna build up to the present and the future. But let's start in the beginning. Let's start from um, the origins of Nom Nitty. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Suffolk
man. I
County,
mean,
born and raised Suffolk County.
yeah, Suffolk County, born and raised, Huntington Station. You know what I mean? South Huntington to be exact. But I want 746, baby. You know?
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, so South Huntington to be exact. So what was your first early introductions to hip hop? You know what I'm saying?
My first introduction to hip hop, I gotta say, is probably my mom. My mom is only about like 15, 16 years older than me. You know what I
Okay.
mean? She had me at 15, 16. So yeah, I realized I was born in '80, and I was born with hip hop. Basically, the formulation of it, it already started, but the formulation of it had started. And my mom happened to be one of those young kids that was drawn into the early Curtis Blows and all of that shit. You know what I mean? All of that early shit, Run DMCs and all that shit. My mom, if you do the math, my mom is 18, 16, 17 years old at them times. You know what I mean?
And hip hop just turned 50 years old, so you know
You do the math. You know what I mean? You do the
exactly.
math. So if it just turned 50 and I'm in my early 40s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know
You are
what
hip hop.
you could, it coincides with what I just said. You know what I mean?
Right.
But mom's is the first taste, and then on my own, I like to say it was Crush Groove. Like, we was poor kids in the '80s, and all you didn't have cable, you didn't have internet, so all you had was the VCR tapes that you had in the house. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Them VCR tapes, and you had
I know.
you only had a few. There wasn't no cable really like that. Or you had the box that went to the TV with the used to press the button on.
Right.
But you
Right.
know what I mean? Yeah, I'm
Right.
that old. You know what I mean? But we
Yeah.
had a few tapes in my house. Last Dragon was one of them,
Bruce
and
Leroy.
the other, yeah, Bruce Leroy, and the other one happened to be Crush Groove. So I tell people all the time, my first um influence as an MC is Run. I was uh I was so drawn in by the confidence, the swagger. It wasn't swagger at the time. It was just
Right.
he was just fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It
Exactly.
wasn't no swagger or
Right.
bravado. He was just fresh. That's just how
Right.
fresh he was. But
Right.
you know what I mean? Yeah, just watch him run, perform in the studio. I just was drawn to that. You know what I mean? So those is my first interactions with hip hop that drawn me to where I feel like if when I go back and I look at my own origins, I feel like those are two important things.
Okay, and that was the music playing in the house at the time. Like you remember certain records mom used to play? Was it just hip hop, R&B? Was it any?
Nah, see, that's the thing. Like, you gotta realize they young girls still. They
Mm,
16-year-old girls. So the R&B and all of that and all of the girly R&B shit, that was always in the house. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
right.
you know, all of that shit was always in the house because I was raised by nothing but women. My mother, my aunt, my grandmother, her sister, our cousin who was a female, and her kids, and then her kid, her one of the she only had one daughter. Shout out to my cousin Hope, and she was the one. She was the one who would watch us. So I was raised by nothing but females. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So all of that R&B was always in the house. You know, the guys, the Keith Sweat. You know what I mean? Evelyn Champagne King and shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Rick James, all of that shit. 'Cause like I
right.
said, I'm a child of the '80s. So
Yeah, I
you
can
knew.
tell. I can tell in your music your diversity and how diverse you are. So everybody has a reason why they wrote their first rap or what made them actually say I could be an MC.
Mm,
Mine was. I went. A lot of people don't know I grew up in Amityville. Also, that's how I got the Suffolk County connections. But now,
mm,
but I went to Copeg, and I was in middle school in Copeg, um and my man who's actually Eric Moran. They call him Element of Truth on
I know
Facebook.
Element.
Dog,
Shout out to Element. I met Element through shit through Docious and Swift. You
yeah,
know what I mean? They
okay.
used to go
I
to
didn't
the
even know they
studio.
knew him. I didn't even know that. That's
Nah, yeah, Spanish cat, right?
yeah, yeah,
Wear
yeah,
glasses. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Or
Uh huh.
does wear glasses from time to time. That's Element. It's only one Element on the island. And shout out to Element. Element used to record us.
Yeah. Oh no, no, not that element. Not that element that used to record us. Oh no, not that dude from the studio. I know the element you're talking about. Not him, not skinny
All
element.
right.
This was Element of Truth from Copeg, Eric Moran. Shout out to him
Okay.
too. But
Okay.
but what happened was they approached me to battle me. They said, "You want to battle?" And I'm like, just a young teenager, and I'm already you know how men are competitive. You know, yeah, I want to battle. I didn't even know what they was talking about, and you know, I entered in the battle and just I lost, obviously, went home, wrote a rhyme. My mom's let me stay home. She said, I told her what happened. She said, you're going to stay home and write a rhyme and go back and
Ah,
my mom's is like, yo, you can stay home from school because you see it really hurt me. And I went back, scribed my first round, came back and torched them, and then we became a crew. Right, so that was my introduction to hip hop and wanting to rap. Actually, like not introduction to hip hop, but introduction to me
you
wanting
just
to be a
made me
rapper.
think of mine. You just made me think of mine, right?
Yeah, so yeah, what was yours?
South Huntington, circa maybe like 94, 94, so I'm 14, 15 years old.
Seventh,
And,
eighth grade, probably.
yeah, shout out to my brother Evil. You know what I
Shout out
mean?
to people. Yeah, yeah.
Evil been rapping. Evil was the first person I met that rap.
Okay.
Evil was the first person that I met that was writing raps. He was the first person that I know that could spit his own rap back at you. He was the
Mm.
only person that I ever. He was the only person at that point of time that I knew as kids. Like Evil was rhyming at 8, 9 years old, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Writing rhymes. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
um,
yeah.
I wasn't rapping yet. I didn't want to rap. Be honest with you, like for me, I didn't have the confidence at first. So therefore but I wanted to be a part of it. So I was willing to settle to be the DJ. As long as I could be a part of it somehow, I
Uh,
was settled to be a DJ.
uh,
And then D Nice came out.
Ooh, my name
D
is D
Nice,
Nice was crazy.
yeah, he came out with that shit. And so this is the first time for me that I'm seeing a DJ be the rapper.
So you knew he
Yeah,
was a DJ before? I didn't know that till
yeah.
later on.
Nah, I knew he was a DJ in BDP. I knew he was the DJ. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When
Okay.
Scott LaRock died, he became the DJ. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh wow. I didn't I never knew that until later on. I always thought D Nice was a rapper. I never knew that till later on.
Nah, I think D Nice used to be just like the little nigga around KRS, and he
Hmm.
was trying to find somewhere to put him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah,
he didn't know what to do with him. I don't even think D Nice was really a rapper. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He
yeah.
was, or a DJ at first. But
Right.
KRS One, when you got your man around, you want to get your man involved.
You
Like
know how to
fuck that.
go.
Like You gonna do something, nigga. You gonna break dance. You gonna do something. Like Pac was a dancer. You tell
Right.
you get to
Right.
you got
Digital Underground.
so you know what I mean. Back then you did what you had to do. You paid your dues to get on. You know what I mean. And
Right.
I think that that was the angle with him. But yeah, man. You know, evil would write and rhymes and shit like that. And like I said at the beginning, I wanted to be a D. I thought I wanted to be a DJ. Kid Capri one of them niggas. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I seen D Nice rapping and doing it at the same time. So boom, that kind of gave that's like the first inspiration of me wanting to rap. And
Okay.
then, you know, like I said, but Evil is the only nigga next to me that I can look next to and he rap. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
still consistency throughout the whole process. And I heard Redman for the first time.
Mm.
Hearing Redman for the first time on Redman's first album, What the Album. I remember I went and got it at the Wall Women Mall, rode my bike back home, took the
Yeah.
tape out,
Was it a Sam
laid on
Goody? Was it a Sam Goody or Tower Records? You got.
it was Record World.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Look how I'm so Huntington, my nigga. That niggas don't even remember what Record World was the name of the store that where you
Damn.
bought CDs and shit. That's how Huntington I am, nigga. But check it out, right? So got back home to the crib, put that shit on my headphones and lay flat out on my grandmother's bed, my nigga, and listen to that album all the way through. Like I always tell people that that album was the album where the first rapper that made me feel like I could do this.
Yeah.
Not even Evil, my best friend who's right next to me every day, writing rhymes, showing me he could write rhymes and all of that shit.
Yeah.
It didn't push me to want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But listening to Redman, how
Yeah.
free Redman was and the way my personality was, or it just resonated with me. And he's the first rapper that made me feel like I can do it on my own, or I
Hmm.
can do it. And then Nas was just like it just was like, all right, let me try to write rhymes. You know what
Did you
I mean?
find
Let me
yourself?
try.
Did you find yourself sounding like the first your favorite artist?
I this is what this is shit. Like I would go into ciphers when niggas was rhyming and shit. You remember the cipher days and shit.
Of
Niggas be on the block
course.
smoking. Maybe got a bottle or something and all of that. And
Somebody had
we'd
the
be
beatbox with the cotton mouth too.
I was the beatbox sometimes, right? But I was the beatbox all the time in the beginning. Remember, I thought I wanted to be a DJ.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Uh.
Um, so I was the beatbox most of the times, and then it'd get around and like, nah, you do your shit, nah, man. I would do my best Redman rendition. I would sound like Redman. I would just try to sound like Redman. I would try to rap like Redman. And this is what gave me the confidence is that niggas would be like, you wrote that. You wrote
Right.
that?
Right. Right. Okay.
You
Yeah.
that didn't just come off the top of your head
Yeah.
like right now, right? And all I was doing was trying to sound like Redman, but niggas liked it. So that now I go back home or I'm thinking in the cipher like, damn, they like that. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Because that's what it
Maybe,
was about, the oohs and ahs. It was all
yeah,
about the oohs and ahs. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So now it's like, oh, they like that. You know what I mean? I didn't start writing raps until I went to jail the first time, and I was at 16 years old. I met a brother named Israel from Wine Dance. Soul
But
Juice
hold
from
on,
Wine
hold
Dance.
on. Let's we gonna get it. So what just for the younger viewers too that might see this, and can learn from it. What at 16, Mars was young. You know maybe it was a little, I don't know how the dynamics was. Maybe you had a lot of freedom. What led you to being locked up at 16?
Um, I think it's that you. I mean, but like you said, for those that's listed and that wasn't there. Um, but you was there, so you understand that the way the crack epidemic was in all of the neighborhoods, bro. Like crack just ruled. Yo, my brother Colossal, God rest his soul, used to say,
Yeah,
have a
God rest the
saying.
apostle.
You know what I mean? He used to have a saying, and I think it sums up every like that era. Like crack rules.
Hmm.
Now that's it, right? He said it to me, and he said it to me in so many ways, in so many angles, in so many sentences, whatever. But crack rules, my nigga. Crack it's either we live by the crack, we began, we learned that shit ruled everything around us first. Then you learn the rules. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
I lived
Of
on
how
Albany Avenue. I lived
of
on
how it
Albany.
is. Listen to the process.
Yeah,
You see it as a kid, so you realize that this shit rules everything. That it's ruling everything around in your surroundings.
right.
It's paying for this. It's paying for that. This is how you get Jordan. Like I have friends that had drug dealer fathers and mothers and shit, and my peoples didn't necessarily do that. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So they
right,
had fresh Jordans and all. You remember them niggas that might have had a fresh Jordan, the freshest standard third, when my people wasn't going to buy that, right?
no,
So when I got to a certain age, I already knew who was who. You
right,
already, once again, it goes right back to that first rule of crack rules. You see who's what, who's this, that, the third, and all that stuff. Just you being a nosy kid.
right,
You know what I'm saying? A nosy, paying attention ass kid. And then rule two come where you apply it to yourself. Now you
right.
know the rules. Like for me, the people who taught me how to hustle was the people who was getting high with my mother. My mother became a part of the statistic of this same shit that I'm talking about.
No
So the
question.
same people that used to get high with her is the same people that taught me how to hustle when I did get off the court. No, if you're gonna be out here doing it, you need to do this. No, if you're gonna do that, you need to do that. No, if I'm not, I can't tell you not to do it. You're gonna do it either way. Let me
Yeah,
show you how to cook this shit, little nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's for me.
right.
And then it goes back to once, like it goes to the crack rules. It rules every aspect of our lives at one point, bro. I couldn't come out my house without I could on a walk from my house to my bus stop. I lived on 8th Avenue. From a walk to my house to 11th Avenue. Everybody got on the bus on 11th Avenue. So
Yeah,
a 2 block walk from
yeah.
my house at the bottom of 8th Avenue to get to 11th Avenue
I know that's that.
every morning, I can make $500. Now you tell me, like,
What kid ain't taking advantage of that?
For a long time, I had my feet on a foot on both sides. As I played basketball. That I
Right,
thought I was going to the NBA. So for a long time, I had both sides, a foot on both sides. But shit catch up with you at 16 years. But to end what you asked the question you asked, it caught up to me. The first
right,
shit for a long time, I played sports and I hit it. You know what I mean? All I wanted to do was just get Nikes and come to school fresh and have a couple dollars in my pocket. Now we starting to get high. Well, I want to be able to buy weed without having to ask my grandmother or my grandfather for it. You know what I'm saying? Now we getting basic cars. Like it was just that transition from being badass little kids because we was already little badass little kids. Like most of my friends was the friends that your mother told you, "I don't let me catch you with little badass Raheem or
right, right.
little badass Willie." My grandmother, on the contrary, would tell them as soon as they came to my house on my yard, "I know who you are. I know what you're doing, but your little badass know where you are too, right? So you ain't gonna be doing that at over here, right?" So all my friends loved my grandmother. They never did nothing at my house, but or around my grandmother. You know what I mean? They gave my mother the fear of God. You know, my grandmother that type of fear of God. Rest in peace, but for the most part, we went from it was a transition from being badass little kids stealing bikes to now we want to look fresh, bro. Like
So,
now we
so,
want to take that pressure off of our parents. You know what I mean? Who can't afford to get us certain things. You know what I mean? That's the era that we grew up in. You know
so
what I mean?
you become a product in your environment.
Of your environment.
You end up getting arrested at 16, and you said you in there and you meet this guy. You were gonna say his name before.
Yeah, nah, Israel. It's rough at the bottom. Shout out to Wandance. You know what I mean? He's a Wandance legend. Israel actually came up with Rakim. He seen me writing in the dorm and he ran down on us, me and my man. I always had the fortune to be locked up with somebody from South Huntington, from my block. You know what I mean? I always knock on wood when I say that. Like I always was locked up with somebody from my block, BD, Twiz, God rest their soul. Rem was, Rem or Q or either one of the boys, like, and one of the bros and shit. And he ran down on us like, "Yo, what you doing over here?" Because he seen us writing. You know what I mean? What
Yeah,
you doing over here? I'm like, yo, I'm writing a rhyme. I was already, like I said, I was already a cipher freestyle. I get in there, cipher and freestyle and all that other shit. But
Okay.
this was my first attempt of writing rhymes. You know what I mean? And he told me, spit it, yo, spit it. When I went to spit it, see, I wrote my rhymes like I would write a letter. It
Mm.
was just one rhyme, one line, and
Yeah.
then till I can't write no more, and then go to the next line.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So I couldn't never, it wasn't, I couldn't deliver it right. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm.
And he looked like, let me see. Took the paper. Where's wrong? Took my paper. It was like, yo, take this line, put that line at the bottom. Take that
Yeah.
other line, put that at the bottom of that. Take that line, put that line at the bottom of that. He
Mm.
reconstruct my rhyme, and I can say and say I write rhymes that way to
Wow.
this day. I
Wow.
write my rhymes the way he taught me how to break down my rhymes and deliver, so I could be able to read it and deliver it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's Israel, man. That's the first person who ever told me how to write a rhyme,
So
and I was in jail.
were you Nom Nitty then, or what was your rap name? Everybody got to start with a first rap name,
I
and then
had a name first. I
yeah.
mean,
What,
like
what was the first name?
I had a name. I honestly, I can honestly say I had my rap name before I seriously committed to rapping. Um,
Okay.
I was flirting with it before I went to jail at 16. I was flirting with the Nitty shit. I was, we was all Wu Bambinos and all of that shit. We was all fascinated with that mafioso shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So I was, doing my reading and due diligence. I found out who Frank Nitty was. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Frank Nitty, for those who don't know, was Al Capone's hitman. Was basically Al Capone's underboss. You know what I'm saying? And I liked his story. You know what I mean? I felt like his story fit my personality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I was already playing with the Nitty part before I got locked up. So I'm locked up and I call home. I call my mother and shit. And she happened to be with the rest of my family. My cousin Junebug and shit. Piece of my cousin Junebug.
Piece
You know
of
what I
junk.
mean? Yeah, my right, most country name, right? But my cousin Albert, you know what I mean? Word, my cousin Bug, right? But yeah, um, he the phone fight, after the phone going around the whole house and shit, it got to him and shit. So the first thing he want to talk about when he get on the phone, he's like, "Yo, I got your rap name." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What?" Like, what? He like, "Yo, your rap name is Nah."
Mm. You wasn't feeling
Huh?
it.
But why? Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Because I'm
He
thinking
explained. He was
Vietnam.
like,
I'm thinking
he like,
Vietnam.
he like, he like, your infatuation with war, like you love war, and you know what I
Right.
mean. And the abbreviation for it is he already had it all. He had it all lined up for me. Like your abbreviation for it is never had mercy.
Mm.
You never quit. You know what I mean? And I liked it. You know what I mean? So the more and more I committed to be an artist, I fused the two together. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And
Oh, okay. Okay.
you know what
Okay.
I mean? So,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
That's
My
fire.
first, at first, before I committed to Nam, it was Mr. Mista, Nitty.
Mr.
You know
Nitty.
what I'm saying? Mr. Nitty. I wasn't fully committed to Nam yet.
I
You
feel
know
you.
what I mean?
Everybody got a first name that they ain't
I
rock with.
wasn't committed to it. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm not really feeling that. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But
So I came
yeah.
home. This nigga was already calling me Nam to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, he
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
Nam about to come home. Nam. I'm pretty sure they like, who Nam? He like, yeah, that's what I'm called.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I came home to people telling me, calling me Nam. You know what I mean? It's almost to a
Yo,
certain degree. If I didn't want to, so I had to commit to it in the hood first before as a rapper. Like I
right.
had to commit to it in the hood. I had niggas was calling me this in the hood. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I
Right.
gotta run with it. Like, you know what I mean? And so then I fused the two, but that goes to me. I had a little rap beef and shit a couple years ago and shit. And just to sum up your question and shit, like I was numb before I ever rapped. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? I was numb before I said one rap. Before I committed to ever, you heard me just say, before I
Yeah.
committed to being a rapper, I was numb in them streets.
Mm.
A nigga knew numb from as a street nigga, from
Right.
jail or from over here, or
Right.
because of that, or because of
Right.
this. not no fucking rap. So a nigga never, I don't give a fuck about what sport it is. The nigga call me a sore sport, call me a sore loser, call me a
Yeah.
bully, call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm not allowing a nigga to play with my name.
Right.
No rap, nigga. Not about no rap shit. No, I'm not. You're not playing with my name about no rap shit, man. I'm gonna
Right.
go in your fucking mouth, and then I'm gonna rap about. Then I'm gonna rap about how I went in your fucking mouth, my nigga. Pause. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because but one thing is for sure, and one thing's for certain, a nigga not gonna play with my name. You know what
That's a
I'm saying?
fact. That's a fact. I wasn't ready for that, but I'm in. So,
Yeah, nah.
so
I mean, it all some. It's. I feel like that's sum up that where my name come from, what it means, and
no
what it
doubt.
means, and what it
No doubt.
means to me. You
So,
understand what I'm saying?
so
And
you
what
home?
I expect you to what about and from what it means to me, what I expect it to mean to you. You know what
No
I'm saying?
question. Right. Right. Never had mercy. Now, so now we home. The name is ringing.
Yeah.
Um. Um.
I
So,
wasn't I wasn't really rap. I didn't really commit to the rap yet. Like, I'll be honest with you. Rest in peace, my brother Bandit. You know what I'm saying?
rest in peace, Bandit. Yeah, I was
He was able to
obliged to
fortunate
meet.
enough to meet. Yeah, you know what I mean. Rest in peace, Eve. Rest in peace, Bandit. Crisis BD. Willie Daniels. For those who know me, you know what I mean, and know him. That's my heart. That's my like.
Okay.
That's my everything. That was the general. Like, you know what I mean. Um,
So,
he
so yeah.
like he just was like I forgot exactly what your question. We smoking reefer. What was that
Well,
question
not
again?
so good. What I was saying was so. So was it your first performance that solidified you as a rapper? Was it your first battle? Did you get into? You said you would do ciphers, but was it a battle? When did you
Yeah,
say,
nah, you know,
"No,
we used to have
Nitty"?
little block parties. We used to have little block. This is why I brought BD up. Like, we used to have little block parties and shit. You know what I mean? And you know, you jump on a mic and all of that. You know, remember them days? We from Long Island, son. You know what I'm talking about? Like, right? Like the block party used to be feeding for that mic to come
All
around
day.
your way.
What?
You know
Fourth of
what I'm
July
saying?
and
Like,
all that. Come
let
on,
that
man.
shit, that shit swing my way. I'm a killer shit, right? So
Right.
I'm starting to get a little more confident. You know what I'm saying? And doing that. You know what I mean? I had probably had like two or three rhymes I had written. After that, it was back to the freestyle, back to the head, like pause. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
and but I came home from jail, and BD had he had this little car. You know, he had a little V that he had and shit. You know what I mean? And he had a crazy system and shit. And BD would play an artist from the hood. His name was Dom Vick at the time. You know what I mean? Some of us might know him as Cliff Davis. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He go by Cliff Davis now, but his name was Don Vick at the time. And when I came off of jail, he was like the only nigga in the hood that was really, really rapping, like and doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like he had songs being played in the hood. And one of the people that mean the most to me, Crisis, BD, you know what I mean? It's playing his music. Every time I'm in the car, like he playing this nigga shit. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Sound
Like I
familiar.
said, I just started kind of rapping. I ain't there yet. To be in all actuality, I ain't there yet. You know what I mean? But I'm in ciphers and I'm fucking around. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
but this is my brother, my heart, my baby boy. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
playing this nigga hard. Like boy, like he play this nigga everywhere. He play this nigga in the hood. Like he ride with me. He get out the hood. He play this nigga shit. So as an MC,
Yeah.
that shit kind of fucked with me a little something.
Right,
But like,
right,
but
right,
see,
right.
this is just now I'm who I am, bro. This is what makes me ill, and this is what's gonna make me a living legend. I truly believe is that because I've been this way. Don Vick is a first example of why, of how I move, right?
Yeah.
So instead of acting like a bitch ass nigga and getting all mad and telling my man, yo, take this nigga, I don't want to hear this shit. Fuck this nigga, man. I'm nicer than him. Instead of doing all of that other shit, like I took in how I'm looking at my brother, how he liked this nigga shit.
Mhm.
I like this shit. I wanna learn how to do what son doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wanna at least be in a position, that position that he's in right there, where I can make my nigga like my shit that same way, right?
Right.
Just my way of thinking.
Right.
So instead of hating on it, I need to find a way to get next to this nigga.
Okay. Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
A good way to do it.
I need to find a way to get next to this nigga. How do I get
Right.
next to this nigga? That was my mentality with everything. You got
That's like
Rhea.
war. You got the war
Yo.
mentality.
Yo, the fiends is walking past me to you, and
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, where you get your shit from,
Right.
nigga?
Exactly. Right. Right.
I ain't gonna say hate or be like, some niggas will beat the fiend up. Fuck out of
Right.
here. Rest in peace of Twins. Twins gonna beat him up. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
it.
depending on what he do, he might get beat up. He got it. That fiend need to tread lightly. You heard? Like,
Right.
you know how to block one, son. That nigga need to tread lightly because he might get beat up. He might get his shit snatched out his hand. Whatever with Twins. Like, he need to make it right. He better spend some with him and some with Twins to walk away from here with his shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's just my mentality is I need to get next to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I got next to him. You know what I mean? Like I ended up getting next to him and Vic heard me. You know what I mean? Don Vic, you know what I mean? He had heard about my little freestyle escapades and shit. And him
Yeah.
being the real nigga that he was, he's the first nigga that ever put me in the studio. He grabbed me up. He brought me, a nigga paid him for a feature. He included me into that feature. He
Wow.
made them put me on the song that they paid him for a
Yeah. Shout
feature.
out to Don Vic.
So Don Vic is the first nigga that actually ever put me into the studio or actually show me how to work into the studio. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out to Don Vic, man.
Yeah, nah, that's the part of my story. You know what I mean? He's a part of my story. He's a part of my journey. I always tell him that. You know what I mean? I owe so much to him because in return, that led me to meet his brother-in-law who was trying to get into music, but he couldn't have Vic. He
Mm-hmm.
couldn't have Vic. Vic was already doing something with somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
but he had somebody. He looked and seen me. Oh, that's the closest thing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's one A. It might not be. I mean, maybe that's one.
Yeah.
It ain't the one, but
Yeah.
that's one A right there. And
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
Malik taught me how to build songs. He took what I learned that day in with Spliff because he was also that day in that session.
Okay.
He learned he learned what I was doing in that session with Don Vic. You know what I mean? He seen that and he built on that. I learned how to structure songs from Malik. The way I structure songs and do songs still to this day is responsible to them days that Malik would stop me and won't. No, that's it. No, you're not doing that. No. What every artist don't want to hear.
Right.
No, or that shit is trash, or
Mm-hmm.
that's not how that's done,
Right.
or you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
I know because I go through it with my boys now to this day. You know what I mean? Explaining to them, it's nothing new under the sun. What we ain't doing nothing different than what Cold Crush was doing
Right.
in
Right.
Beat Street. It's
Right.
nothing new under the sun. It's just been elevated and revisited. Actually, the nigga who's in Cold Crush, he has a saying. We didn't hip hop didn't invent anything. We just took everything and made it better.
Okay. Okay. And that's a solid. That's solid right there. You know. And
Let me repeat that for y'all motherfuckers who slow and illiterate. Hip
yeah.
hop, with hip hop. This right here in my hand that I hold right here in front of your face.
Right.
Hip hop did not invent anything, but we took a piece of everything else and made it better.
That's a fact.
That's the sampling. The DJing comes
Let's
from
break that.
the DJ bringing that back, the break beats, and I know, I'm probably boring y'all niggas, that y'all little trap head ass niggas, what
No,
I'm
that's
talking about.
you
But
got the
the
vibe.
DJ bringing it back, the
Yeah.
DJ cutting the record, bringing it back is what is the reason why you rap on beats the way that it is right now today. That DJ bringing it back, spinning it back at block parties and all that shit, what made a nigga like Marley Marl think like, oh shit, what if I could do what he did in the block party on this machine, which was the beat machine? Because Marley Marl's the first.
Right.
He's the godfather. That thought, that brainchild. What if I could do what them niggas was doing in the block parties on a
Yeah.
song?
That's a
Because
fact.
everything else before that was Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah. They just.
Meaning you was rapping over live instrumentations. Listen, I just gave you a hip hop lesson real quick. You can take over from there. You can follow the steps. It's easy. You know what I
You
mean? It's
you
right
right.
there. It's like court documents.
Yeah. You
It's
right.
all there for you. It's
They
all
just gave
public,
him his
public info. What they call it, public information. Like,
public information. They just
you know
gave him
what I
his
mean?
flowers. They just gave him his flowers. It was
But
it
how
was
you gonna know where you going? How you gonna know where you going if you don't know where you come from?
exactly. So SSP. Give me the origins
Mm.
of
Yo, you good at this shit, man. I tell you, you good. Like you good. Maybe it's because you know me, so you know what's next, so you know what to
I
ask
think
next and shit. Because that's the perfect segue. That was a good segue, you ugly motherfucker. Yo, now that leads
I
to
want the origins. Hold on, let me say that. I want the origins of it because I just don't know how. I want to know how it would start. Who
I
started
know.
it?
I
Who
mean,
came up with the?
you've met just to plug everybody into where you at with it. Like you met individuals. You've met individuals that were such. You know what I'm saying? That's how you met me, through those individuals that were such. You know what I'm saying? And they, by the grace of God, they put us in the same vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to Doses, shout out to Swift. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Double K. You know what I'm saying? Dub Truck. Um, SSP, like boom, right? For those that know Huntington politics, know Huntington demographic, you know what I mean? Or even know what the fuck Huntington is. Like, you know what I mean? Huntington is broke up. It's always been kind of broken up in some old like Civil War shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to explain it to you the best way that I can explain it to you.
Yeah,
I guess it's just like any neighborhood, there's sides. You understand what I'm saying? There's that side and that side. You know what I
right.
mean? And where Huntington is the south side. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it's the station. You know what I mean? They call it the station because it's over there by the train station. You know what I
Right.
mean? By the train, where their area is over by the train station, so they call it the bus station.
The
You know what I
station.
mean? But from the beginning of time, before I was born, bro, there was always a South Side and station, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nitty, happened to be born in the station, or the early part of my life was in this station. That's where we lived at. We lived on Columbia Street. You know what I'm saying? That's why I came to knowing myself
Was Burger
on
Haven
that.
in the station?
Burger Haven is the station.
Okay. I don't know why they
Burger
closed Burger
Haven.
Haven down. I just
Burger
had to put
Haven
that
was
out.
Burger Haven was on the corner, was on the end of the block, which is Fairground. You know what I mean? That's basically an official hub of the station. If Craven is the hub of Southside,
Right.
Fairground is the official hub of the station. You know what I'm saying? And that's where Burger Haven was, the most iconic burger spot ever. You know what I mean? The best burgers ever that I ever had
The
in my
best.
life,
Oh,
my nigga. The wings
oh,
was when the wings was smack too. The fry, everything in there was smack, my nigga. They had a
OG
chicken
used
sandwich
to always take me there.
before all of them chicken sandwiches that we got right now. They
Yeah.
had the busting chicken
I
sandwich.
know, bro.
Shout out to fucking Burger Haven. See, I'm a Huntington nigga. If they ever give me more than $1 million, I'm gonna bring Burger Haven back. I feel like I owe that to where I'm from. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I know the
Yeah.
importance of that. Like there's certain things that gotta stay in Huntington. It's Maria's chicken and ribs,
Yeah.
and we gotta bring motherfucking Burger Haven back. Like, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like, you
right.
know what I
And
mean?
Giuseppe's.
When I was shout out to everybody that's from where the fuck I'm from, nigga,
Right.
Southside, where you had to go to fucking Mars Deli. Like, we need a Mars Deli back. Niggas don't know. I know you wasn't around in times, but shout out to everybody that know what a Mars Deli is. You heard?
Yeah,
That's how you
see,
know
I
I'm a
don't know.
real 50 Southside nigga, right?
I,
So Southside and station shit been going on before the end of time. Before I'm talking about my dad what considers himself a Southside nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like my dad, that's what he considers himself as because that's where he hung out at as far as the Huntington demographics is concerned and shit like that. So,
okay.
um, me growing up, I was born. My early years was on the station. Like I went to elementary school in the station. I went to Huntington Elementary. You understand what I'm saying? And we
Okay.
moved to the South Side. We moved to
Okay.
the South Side, which is basically over across the tracks, bro. Like when I was 10. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
we oh, here's the thing about Huntington. Like, it ain't like I ain't never been to the South Side before I moved over there. That's where my aunt, my grandma, God, everybody, my other family was over there. Like everybody was always in the South, so it wasn't like I never knew. Evil was in the South. I would go over there and play with Evil because
Okay.
my family was over here where his family was at and all that. Certain niggas was always in the South, and I knew them as people to fuck with. You know what I mean? Before I
Yeah.
moved over there. So when I moved over there, I knew Evil already. I knew BD already because BD family also was in the station, like,
But it's
you know what I mean?
politics.
But he
It's
was in the
politics.
South
Yeah.
Side. Yeah, you had to go where your family went. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Politics.
And
I tell people all the time, Strong Island is like Cali. It's suburban gangster. You don't need
yeah,
like
yeah.
Strong Island
I
is like
see why.
Cali.
You heard what I said? It wasn't about gangs growing up. It was more about the sides, the area
Right.
that you rep,
Right.
that you lived in, that's what you rep. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you know what I mean? So when I moved over to the South Side, like Evil and BD, they no Evil and Sonny, that rest his souls. My son Sonny, that's Doughboy, older younger brother. You know what I'm saying? My son Doe, I met Evil, Sonny, Doe, and BD the first day I came out. Yo, I swear to God, this shit is a movie, son. Like, I swear to God, I'm gonna write a movie. Because all of this shit is what I'm telling you, it plays out like a fucking movie. Like
Yeah.
I come out my house the first day, come out my house to play, just to come out and play. You talking about a 10-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid, bro. Like I just came outside to play. And there's other kids outside, which
Yeah.
happened to be them. You know what I mean? I know one, I don't really know him like that. I know he an asshole though, which is evil. You know what I mean? So I come out to play with niggas and niggas finagle me to come out my yard to get away from my grandmother. You understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
their whole plan and plot was to jump me. You know what I'm saying?
That's Long Island
They
shit.
already had the
That's
plan.
Long Island shit. I get it.
They
It
already
happens
had the
all of it.
they like, yeah, yeah, come on, let's go ride bikes, let's go do this and this, do that. Yeah, yeah,
Rivals.
yeah. Or
Rivals
and
me.
my grandmother probably pushing me out the yard, like, yeah, yeah, go play, baby, go play. Go play
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, I might be amped now. Like, yeah, I got new friends. We about to go ride bikes. I'm about to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And them niggas got me down the block and was like, what's up? Let's slap box.
Yeah. That's the famous thing. They
That
always start
slap
with a
box,
slap box.
then one of them slap, one of them snuff slipped through like, mwah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
caught me, so I threw one like, wah, whoop, like
Yeah.
instantly rebound. And I know I hit one, and the other one hit me from behind my head. Like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Now I'm going after that one. The other one hit me behind my
Yeah.
head. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yo, them niggas hot me. The first day I met them, my nigga, my best friends in the world, my nigga, they jumped me, my nigga, the first time I met them, my
It'd be
nigga.
like
So
that. It'd be like that.
that's SSP, bro. Like I just them 4 people, them 5 people that you talking about, bro, it grew off of us.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's be all the way real. My OGs was calling themselves 808.
Mm-hmm.
The old heads was calling, they didn't even really call themselves SSP like that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? They started to call themselves SSP, but they was calling themselves Southside Posse.
Okay.
Us us being kid, like we was all like I said when I said it. What I said it just made me cry in this interview. Like we was just badass kids. So them same kids that jumped me, we started hanging out with each other every single day, stealing bikes, stealing clothes. Now we know our parents can't afford shit, so we'll go to the mall, walk in the mall, and steal clothes because we want to stay fried. We want to stay at least kind of fresh, like other kids whose parents got jobs and or good paying jobs and they parents sell drugs and shit, and mine's didn't. I was raised by my grandparents, two hard working grandparents. Like they
Right.
just was not paying for sneakers over $80. My nigga, it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, for sure. Me, same shit with
You know what
me.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Adidas, shit like that.
they just wasn't paying whatever you could find under $80.
Yeah, get ill with it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
That's it.
They didn't tell me no color. I wasn't limited to colors or none of that. I was just
Yeah,
limited to
it's
that
the
80
price.
fucking dollars, nigga. You not
That's
don't
it.
go. It ain't not 81, not 82,
Yeah.
not it don't go over 80. That shit better be 79, 90, 99, nigga. Like,
Right.
fuck
80
out of
was
here.
the
Like
magic number, yo.
so
That's a
that's what
fact.
influenced us to we started stealing. We'll go to war with them all and steal clothes and shit. Like so we went from
Sure.
transitioning to be badass kids, and now we're around each other every day. We're influenced by the older niggas in my hood. I like to think like we seen mob mentality. I know speaking for myself personally, I can speak for some of my other friends, but we seen a mob mentality with the older dudes on my block. Like they were so organized. If you wasn't from where we was from, you couldn't hustle where we was from, my nigga. And they made sure that they enforced that. And that included us as little niggas trying to come up. Like,
Sure, for sure.
you know what I mean? Remember I just told you that route from my crib to the I had this older nigga that used to catch me every morning trying to catch his fiend. I used to try to catch his fiend. Early in
Yeah,
the morning, the fiend used to be out early in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, like getting on the bus to go to school. That nigga used to park down the street from his house. And I would
yeah.
try to catch him. Every time he would catch me at the car, I would get only closest I ever got was to get my hand in the car in the door. Because that nigga would be up the street like no nigga. Like that was the older niggas in my hood. They like
Yeah,
shout out to all the OGs. Yeah,
yeah. Shout out to the
you know what I
OG.
mean?
So,
Aloe, they the ones that's not here no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know
yeah,
what I mean? The ones who still is here, like T Dub. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I mean? These is my OGs. These are niggas that raised me like Butters. You know what I'm saying? Shout
yeah,
out to Faith. You know what I'm saying? Like these is the niggas that raised me on the streets. When I always had my grandparents. My mother and my father was on drugs, but I always had my grandparents. I can't. I can say that I couldn't be loved by nobody else more than them. So love was never in abundance, but that influence in the street, that no excuse but trying to take some of the pressure off of them because they can't afford to do this to do the certain things. Though, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah,
that
for sure.
just that became so you got the older niggas and break. We started calling ourselves like we was already known as the little niggas from South Side. Like you understand what I'm saying? Those little niggas that live that's from that other side, the South Side. Like so. We adopted the SSP thing, and so instead of calling ourselves Southside Posse like the older cats was calling themselves, we call ourselves the Southside Platoon.
Okay.
We were a regiment of them. You understand what I'm saying? We were the small regiment, the little niggas
That's
of
what I know.
them.
See,
You
and
never
every
understood
time,
where the platoon came from, where the P came from. Like we called ourselves the platoon. Now that consisted of me, Evil, BD, like I said, the niggas that jumped me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like me, BD, Evil, the Doughboy, Sonny. You know what I'm saying? And then us running around terrorizing the hood. Most of the kids or the niggas in our age, you either got. I hate to say it this way. You know what I mean? You pick and choose the who's who, but even you got with it or you got out the fucking way.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? If you lived around us, we might be terrorizing you. So you had no choice but to get with these niggas. Like, you understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? Then you might see us, some of us trans BD, so some of us Sunny, you know what I mean? Some of us transition to selling drugs or getting money now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you watching for me personally, I'm watching Sunny and I'm watching BD. They starting to get money now. Like, I'm like, oh, where
yeah,
you get that? Where you get that? Sometimes you don't even gotta ask. You see them new Bo Jacksons on his feet, or you know what I mean? Them new Jordans on his feet, nigga. Yeah, they got J's, nigga. You know what he doing, nigga. Back then, nigga got J on his feet, nigga. You know what he doing. So I'm like, oh
exactly.
shit, this nigga getting money. Oh shit, this
So,
is a
so let's
slide.
so
You know what
let's
I mean?
fast
So it
forward.
transitioned. It transitioned from I'm speeding up, but like it transitioned from being street niggas to the pastime hobby for these street niggas just so happened to be rhyming on the corner.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
niggas that I grew up with. You
yeah,
understand? The
yeah,
older, all the way from the older niggas, the 808 niggas, all the
yeah,
way down to my friends. Because they
yeah.
embraced us. They started to embrace us and allow us to get money on the block. You know what I mean? And they started to embrace us as the young regiment. Like, okay, this is the young regime. Like, we got I know with a lot of them, y'all niggas running around here saying Southside, at least let me show you how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so, but those niggas, their pastime hobby in the huddle up and drinking 40s and looking to stay warm, the
Yeah,
things that they do just so happen to be rapping.
Yeah.
So it went from that's be honest, that's you hit me the other day. Now I'm sharing something personal with your listeners. Like you hit me the other day, and I mean that from the bottom of my soul, bro. Like you giving me props and you giving me accolades and you congratulating me and you telling me the things that you like and you see. Let's be all the way fucking real. I'm not doing nothing that we ain't been doing.
No.
That I haven't that we like. Let's be all the way real. Since we are talking about the transition from being a young street nigga to winning the rap shit start. Like
Right.
all I'm doing is what we was doing on them corners, my nigga.
For sure. For
The
sure.
shit might even bring tears to my eyes because there's some that might even not here no more. I got brothers that was there, my nigga. That's
Right.
not here no more. Never gonna be able to do what I'm doing right now, son. I'm doing it for them. Like I
Yeah.
do what I do for them. I take it so fucking serious. Why tears is coming to my eyes telling you what I'm telling you is
Yeah.
because they not here no more. Them same niggas, them same OGs, them same niggas that I grew up with, the same niggas that I made my bones with. The three out of the five of them people that I'm talking about, they not here no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No
I
doubt.
live life. I went to Puerto Rico for the first time in my life, bro. My brother BD ain't never seen Puerto Rico.
I seen you. Yeah, I seen you down there. I seen
You
you
know what
like
I mean?
the dog,
Like,
man.
like, like, like I doubt Sonny. I doubt Sonny ever seen Puerto Rico. I don't know if Twins ever seen Puerto Rico.
Right.
Like I'm
Right.
touching them soils. I'm touching the soils. I'm going all over New York. I'm all going all over this country performing and showing people. No, I'm nitty, but all I'm doing is just showing my niggas what we've been doing forever, bro. Like
Right.
what we did as a pastime hobby.
Salute
You
you,
know what I'm
bro. We
saying?
salute you,
You
man.
know
We
what I
salute
mean?
you.
So
That's why I always give you your props. I'm always
transition.
letting you know
So
I'm proud of you.
it transitioned to being street niggas to now all of a sudden some, you know, I started rapping with Malik. Like I said, my story goes, I started rapping with Malik. Things didn't work out well between me and Homeboy. I took what I learned from him and I came back to the hood
Yeah.
and I applied doing this music shit to my hood. And it just so happened that BD came off from jail, he wanna rap. Swift and they already going to the studio. Swift Double, Shiggity, they're already going to the studio. Shiggity was going to the studio before me. You know what I'm saying? Like, or at least being in that environment. I can honestly say that, and that's just real. He'll say it. And he'll let you know that I'm doing this before a lot of niggas. But I'ma stay informed, like, you know what I mean? Like niggas was in
Yeah.
the studio environment and shit before I even ever was in the studio environment, or at least doing it at the same time wherever they was. Or, you know what I mean? And somebody brought up the bright idea to this, like, let's start rapping. At this very same time, we met Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who had while we got a bright idea to be rappers, transition from being drug dealers to rappers and shit. Like who I can't even tell you who. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was already rapping, others was already rapping, but somebody had the bright idea to let's fuck it, let's turn this SSP shit into a rap group. You know what I
It,
mean?
it,
And
it, 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 it was shiggity. It was shiggity. Um, and I was
I
just
truly think it was somebody. I'm not even gonna say Shiggity, bro. I think we all had the dream and the aspirations. But the person who I truly give, because the person who was really only willing to put their money up was Beamer.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what makes you a founder to me.
right,
The one that's willing to put their money behind what they believe in and what they feel. You know
no,
what I mean? He
no
was the
doubt.
one paying for shows. He was the one paying for video. He's the one who taught himself how to shoot videos because he knew we needed
I didn't
videos.
even know that. I didn't
This
even
is
know
what I'm
that.
trying to tell you. He taught himself how to edit. Beamer was the one who was putting up for shows. Beamer was putting up for T-shirts, that all them SSP T-shirts. Beamer put up for the DVD. Beamer put up for all of that shit. Like,
Never knew
you know what I
that.
mean? So if you want me, for me, nah, who I consider as a founder, as far as that, I consider him because he was the one who put the money up.
I never knew that.
So if you
That's
put the money up, that means you truly believe. You believed in what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's Pima.
sure.
But everybody, yes, me, Shiggity, Swift, all of the rappers, we all had we all wanted to we around each other every day. We
So,
call
so,
ourselves this. We call ourselves this thing, SSP. We
hey,
slapping fives, we locking S's and all this stuff. So yes, of course we know this and that third, but it took somebody like that light skinned nigga to organize it. Let's be real.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure. And that's when we met because
And
Shiggity
that
kept.
happens to be around the time we meet. You know what I mean? When Mecca comes into play. Somebody who, while we have aspirations to be rappers, she has aspirations to be a good promoter, to promote shows and do shows.
Right,
The fuck, let's be all the way
right.
real, get money.
So it's
And you knew
working.
her, you knew her before all of us did. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I did. But another thing was OG was her.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
So Shiggity was linked to
Which
him
is
too.
our connection.
Right, right, exactly,
All of
exactly.
our connection. Even
Yeah,
Shiggity. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
exactly.
It's
But
OG. OG brought that. Now, that's another person. You could probably call him a founder because he brought that to the table. He didn't have to bring that to the table. Yo, y'all
yeah,
niggas is rappers. Y'all
yeah.
niggas think y'all rappers? Yo, my girl, you know how he talk. Oh, y'all niggas is rappers, huh? I don't want to hear none of that rap shit, nigga. Y'all rappers, come to my girl show. Y'all
Yeah,
niggas can
yeah.
perform at my girl show, nigga. Now
Right,
that's like a nigga testing you. OG
right.
talk to you in that type, like testing you type of way. Like, nigga, oh
Exactly.
word? You think you're a
Yeah,
rapper? Well, show me then, nigga.
exactly.
Show these other motherfuckers that you a rapper then, nigga.
Exactly. Exactly.
With
That's
that
how
face
it
and everything
is.
in your face. So now you being a half a rapper, because you know, you might have insecurities. We all do. I still do to this day. So with all of us having our insecurities and all of that shit, but you feel your
Yeah,
brother, you see your other brother talking to you and looking you at that face, like nigga, what you
yeah,
gonna do?
yeah. You
Nah, let's
know how
show this nigga. Like,
OG.
but like I said, bro, this was always something that we always did. We was born for this shit, nigga.
Right. No,
We
for
was born
sure.
for this shit. Swift is one of
Exactly.
the best rappers I ever seen in my life. Double when he lock in, when he wants to do it, is the best rapper, one of the best rappers I ever seen in my life. Evil is the best rapper I ever heard in my entire life. He's better than me.
That's real.
Say that.
Real. That's real. That's real, man. It's crazy because Shiggity kept telling me like, yo, nom nom nom,
You gotta
and
meet my man. You gotta meet my man Magic. You gotta meet my man Magic. My man Magic, nice. My man Magic, nice. Oh, you like that nigga? You like that nigga? That nigga nice. Yeah, yeah, he nice. He nice, but he ain't better than my man Magic. Before I ever met you, same
yep,
way he was doing about me to you. He
same
doing
thing,
that to you. Yo, my man, now, nigga, I'm telling you, yo,
same thing.
my
So
man, now
I
might
remember
play,
that.
might play you something, and you like, yo, who's that? That nigga got eye. That's my
Yeah,
man
yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah, 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 yeah. So one day we did a show somewhere. I forget where it was, but me and you got a ride back by like I think it was Niche or somebody. We both got a ride back. So I had a beat CD on me. You had to always keep a CD freestyle or whatever.
At that era, nigga, this is how you know niggas is bosses, nigga. At any given moment, we gonna throw this BCD in on. Like, we might fall in the studio with this BC. You got something, yup.
Yeah. Threw the beat CD in and she had mad beats. We rhymed from that moment all the way
I think you reminded me of this every time. Like at least the first couple of times we linked again after that. Like nigga, yeah, nah, you ain't no joke. You rhymed all the way up. Nigga, we put the skateboard in to all the way home, nigga. And I like what you was doing. She got
Yo,
busy, he got busy with her, but I like what you was doing, nigga. Like,
but we
nah, I
left with
know.
each other respect that day. We left with
It
each
was a
other
mutual
respect
respect. It
as
was a
MC.
mute. No, it was me, you, him, Shiggity, and Niche. And I just remember Shiggity was in the front seat, me was in the back seat, and I just remember Shiggity looking at both of us going back and forth. He even stopped rapping, kind of like stopped rapping. Niche would go in, come in, and there and
Yeah.
there, but it was just me and you going back and forth. And I just remember the look on Shiggity. So you know how he is when he's proud of something or something. He smiles and he looks like Jerome Bettis.
That's my man. That's a fact.
He don't show no teeth, but it's the biggest smile you ever seen in your life. Like the cheeks get big, and
Yeah. That's a
he
fact.
looks like Jerome Bettis to me. I always told him like, "Yo, you look like Jerome Bettis, nigga."
Nah, you nailed that one, man. That's a fact, man. So let's go up. Let's go to recent times, man. I see you was at the Strong Island Music Awards. Did you
Yeah, baby.
did you perform there? Yes. Oh, look at no, come on, fam. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying, man. Yeah. So, what are these awards? Let the people know what these awards is for. So, I forgot my
So hold on,
introduction
hold on, hold on, hold
award
on, hold on.
winner
Hold on,
nominee.
let's start this back again. Would you? What you asked me?
I said, what are these
No, no,
awards
no, no,
for?
no. We gonna start back again. We gotta go back again. What is you?
Yeah,
What are we talking about again? We're talking about the what award? The
the
what?
strong,
What did you call?
the Long Island Strong Island Music Awards.
That's what we talking about right now. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So let's talk about it. What about it? I mean,
So the question is, how many awards did you get that night?
uh, are you talking about these?
Yeah. I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about these little things?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
Tyson said that shit in his interview. Are you talking about these things? These are
yeah.
nothing. This is
Come on,
garbage. This is
man.
trash.
This,
I bled for nothing.
nah, man.
I bled
Nah,
for trash. I bled
nah,
for nothing. These things
nah.
are nothing.
You done
So matter of fact,
shared.
we gonna talk like this for the
Come on,
rest of the interview. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? I'm gonna have
Right,
these shit. You know what
right.
I mean? Like,
Come on, man. This is man. Waited an hour to the interview the police, but we had to get
nah,
there. We had to get to that. So
yeah, baby. I mean, this right here is this one right here is Hip Hop Project of the Year. This is from my Crack Baby 2 album.
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to that.
This right here, this is the first I won producer of the year before.
Mm,
This is the first one. Then I won it again.
mm.
I won it again, producer of the year. So that's 2 times producer of the year
That's
award
crazy.
winner. You
I
know what I'm saying?
mentioned that. I mentioned that in my intro.
And this one, I'm not even gonna
Producer.
front. I'm proud of this one right here. I'm proud of this one. This
And
one right here.
what's this one?
This one I wanted to win because it was a couple niggas in there that I do respect. You know what I'm saying?
No question.
There was a couple niggas that was in the category that I do respect, and I probably feel could have won just as much as I did. You know what I mean? And that's the lyricist of the year award.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Well, look, man, you deserve it. No, I'm Nitty. You deserve it, man.
I
And
mean, I mean, we dropped, bro. I mean, I dropped 11 videos last year.
so I'm glad you went to the videos. Spike Tarantino. Who's
Oh,
this?
you want to meet that nigga?
I don't know.
You want to meet? You want to know who Spike Tarantino is?
It's you.
How you doing? I'm Spike Tarantino. How you doing? It's nice to meet you, Spike. I wish I had my glasses. I got the Spike Lee glasses. I would have put the glasses on too, nigga. But like, you know what I mean? How you doing? I'm Spike Tarantino. You know what I mean? Nah,
Man
I
of
mean,
hats, man. Man
we
of
go, we go back. Me and you, we go back like 4 flats on tires. So
oh,
like,
yes,
it's
bro.
like,
Yes.
it's like, I remember the days going back to the SSP days,
Hmm.
being there with Beamer and shit, and I watched this man um teach himself how to shoot videos, bro. Like I watched this nigga teach himself how to shoot videos, edit, and not only shoot them. Well, the shooting part should be easy to anybody who love hip hop. We've been watching these videos. We come from the music video era, at least niggas that our era. Like we come from the music video era, so we've seen every video, how you could do it, angles, this, that, and the third.
For sure.
So for me, and I think I could probably speak for Beamer on this angle, we knew how to shoot, but he
Hmm.
taught himself how to edit. You know what I mean? And I always gave him props for that, and especially after I started shooting my own videos, and I tried to do the edit shit myself.
Yeah.
First two that I did was the first one was good. It worked. It looked nice. It looked decent. That's the Live and to Die one for those who want to do their homework. The Live and to Die video was the first video that I ever shot, and came out alright. You know what I mean? The next one I shot, the editing became harder because I wanted more. The third one I didn't even fucking put out probably. I probably just trashed the whole idea. Like, yeah, this shit don't look good at all, right? So I quit shoot. I kind of like fell back from shooting videos. I went to hiring niggas, you know what I'm saying? And like anybody else, like I realized that you just got, I just got to a point in my career where I could do a lot of things with certain things you got to get out of the way for. I started just learning that, you know what I mean? And um I'm shooting, and I know I realized I needed videos and shit. So I would start. I figured out that all right, the formula for me would be for me to shoot my own videos and find the editor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get out, like I'm a firm believer in getting out of your own way. Sometimes we could be standing in our own way. It's not as hard as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you overthinking it or you're in your own way. And for me, editing was me standing in my own way. There's people
Right.
out there that do that. That's their thing. That's what they do. So I could shoot myself. I realized that a long time ago that I could shoot myself. I know angles. I know what it takes. We all know what you know your song. Don't nobody know my song better than me. So I know what is needed for that. What car, bitch, clothing, whatever the case may be, is needed to get that message across of my song. So I always had a firm grip on that.
Yeah.
But I felt like I needed to find the editor. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting back on Facebook one day and I'm watching one of my bros. Shout out to Spoke. My nigga Spoda. You know what I mean?
That
Spoda, I'm
was
watching one
good.
of Spoke's video and I'm like, damn, this shit is sharp. Damn, this shit look good. I don't mind. Bro, niggas be in their own. Once again, it goes right back to that Don Vic shit. So
Yeah.
instead of just hating, like, fuck that nigga Spoda in his video. It's
Yeah.
trash because it ain't me. I could have did better. Like most niggas do. The average nigga, that's just how they
Yeah.
moving it. And them niggas is corny. Keep me away from them type of niggas. But
That
anyway,
New Yorker
like,
hit for some
keep me
reason.
away from them type of niggas. I try to stay away from them type of niggas, my nigga. And
Yeah.
if a nigga around me even got that type of, but I love you and I know I'm the type of nigga that set you straight. Like, nah, that's some bitch ass nigga shit right there. We don't think like that. Like, but
Right.
anyway, like you know what I mean. Instead of me on some bitch ass nigga shit about sports shit, I hit him up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, who shot that video? Who edited that? You know what I mean? Because I would
Yeah.
now at this point I could pay attention to edits, cuts, transitions, shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm doing my knowledge. That's another thing that made me realize that the editing wasn't for me is that I'm started studying editing. You know what I mean? So as you start
Yeah.
studying
Yeah.
certain things, you be like, all right, this is either too hard, I don't got the time for it.
Yeah. That's how
You know what I
I
mean?
get
Like,
like that. I get like that. Yeah.
so with editing, that's what it was for me. I studied it. So now that I'm watching other people's videos, like me watching my man Spoke's video, I could tell that this shit is sharp and it's dope. Like, oh
Right.
shit, who did that? And he told me, yo, my man Babito, my man, this nigga named Brock Spielberg, and
Yeah.
it dude, and that was our arrangement at first. Was I would shoot my own videos and he would edit for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now the relationship grew where he did like 3 or 4 videos for me where that's exactly he gave me what I asked him. I would tell him, I would shoot my video, I would tell him what I'm doing
Yeah.
beforehand. Sometimes now we becoming friends. As the more I'm spending money with him, we becoming friends too. Like, you know what I mean? He's giving me advice. Yo, next time, now don't shoot like that. Shoot like this. Next time, now do this. Do that when you shoot. This, that, and the third. Next time, now do this. You know what I mean? We be bouncing ideas off of me because I would
Yeah.
tell him what I'm doing beforehand. Yo, I like this song that I just recorded. I want to shoot a video like this for it. You know what I mean? I want to shoot it like this. And he would tell me like yo, shoot it like this.
Yeah.
Get your tripod, shoot this angle. Like we built, and like, all right. When I started shooting videos, it's like basketball because I know you play ball too, right? Who did you model your game after? Because everybody modeled, like you asked me about modeling. Now I'm asking you a question, which
Yeah.
kind of like goes into what this shit right here, right? I model my rap style after Redman. I model my ball game. Like I was more of a forward. I thought I was gonna grow. I sprouted from 5'8" to 6'1" in one summer. So I thought that well would never end up into me. I thought I was just gonna keep growing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was hoping that I got to like 6'8", 6'7", 6'8" maximum,
Mhm.
but 6'6" minimum. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
would have been a good my skill set because I handled the ball, but I was a very good scorer and I could rebound. So I thought I would have been a good combo. So I based my game after niggas like watch. I wanted to have the guard skills of like Kenny Anderson to be able to handle the ball. I wanted to be able to score like Charles Barkley, whereas with my strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and and but at the same time, it was niggas like like Ron Artest and Lamar Odom, who showed a versatility at that
Yeah.
forward. You know what I mean? Where so you splash them with a little Chris Webber. That's who I thought my game would
Yeah.
be, right? So who did you base your game after? Like, you
Yo,
know what I
honestly,
mean?
I was a shooter. I thought I was Reggie Miller.
Oh, you wanted to shoot, or you wanted to you wanted to yeah, all right, all right, all right. So you
I
wanted
was
to
a
learn how
Reggie
to
Miller.
come
I
off.
just thought
You wanted to learn how to come off picks and all of that type of shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. I had an
All right.
awkward shot and everything, but my shit would go
So
right
what?
on it.
So with doing videos, like I sat back when I decided I was going to shoot my own videos because at how like the same thing with producing, we start doing shit because you can't afford to pay other people for certain other things. Like I couldn't afford producers, so I started producing. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't afford niggas making my clothes or going to buy merch and getting bulk shit done. So I went and bought a press machine.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't
right,
afford to make my own videos. So I learned how to shoot my own videos and figured out what was the best formula to get to execute it. You know what I mean? All right, I can't edit. So I need to find an editor. I met Babito. We gained a good relationship. And and one day I was planning to shoot 3 videos. I rented a suite because where I was staying at was like a little room. I was renting a little room and I didn't have enough space to do a green screen in
yeah,
my little room. You know what I mean? So I knew
right,
I needed to rent a little space. So us being drug dealers, I knew that suites be having little hotel suites be having little living room areas.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? If
right.
I moved their little furniture to one side,
Yeah,
I got a little green screen area. I just set the green screen up in a motel room. I got a little studio, a little photo studio, a little video
right,
studio in a
right.
hotel. So I told my editor,
That's
the nigga
game
who,
right there.
so because you gotta remember at this point, he never pointed the camera at me. He never used his own camera with me.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? I always shot my own videos and he just edited. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
So I told him my plan, yo, I'm about to rent this shit. I'm about to shoot this video, this song, and this song.
yeah,
This is the plan for this. This is the plan for that. This is the plan for that. I
yeah,
got this for that plan. I got that for that plan. I got this for that plan. So he's listening to my plan. He like, yo, wait, you about to do all of this by yourself?
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. He like, no, you're not. Yeah, I'm gonna meet you at the motel. Tell me where you're gonna be at. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna shoot all 3 of them shits for you. We have not stopped working in this fashion ever since. He
Mm,
came and he shot those 3 videos for me. Those 3 videos, the first 3 videos he ever shot for me was Suge Knight,
yeah,
um, for criminal use only intro, where I got the free evil t-shirt on.
yep.
And I shot the video for so I shot 3 videos for 3 different projects.
And
Suge
you,
Knight wasn't out yet. I was shooting that because it was about to come out.
mm,
For criminal use only video, the intro was already out already. And then and then Cupid had just dropped a little bit before that, and I shot the video with my homegirl Jolisa. Shout out to Jolisa, the song that she did. I wanted to flex more of my production style and have her sing on it. She did a song, and I just rapped on it like a feature.
would
Um,
it be the Iron Mike tape? Is that out?
you speeding, shorty, yo, you speeding, yo. But now, the nigga, Babito, that's my brother. I love him to death. Like, all right, so when you see and for any of those that might be having any confusion, Spike Tarantino, who is me, I work for Evion Films. Evion
Okay,
Films is my man Babito's production company, his film production company. I work for him. You understand what I'm saying? Spike Tarantino works for his company. All the videos that I've been dropping has been released under his company. You
okay.
understand what I'm saying? That's all the visuals. Even now we expand into doing some of John Jig shit. We doing Mouse shit. We doing Rockwell shit. We gonna start doing um Pillsbury shit. We gonna start doing Rasan shit. Um, we about to do Nat Burns shit. Um, we about to do Li Fresh shit. Like we about to do Peter Leo shit. You know what I mean? We like Babito is the fucking greatest I've ever met, my nigga. Like, it's like Tarantino is the person. That's me. And that's because I put together all the visions up. Anytime I put together the vision, where we going, the Santa video, like I can't. I'm just sitting here in my living room smoking weed one day and called the nigga, yo, I want to shoot Bad Santa. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I'm watching
yeah,
Bad Santa, like, yo, I want to shoot the video for, I want to shoot Bad Santa off. I
yeah,
had that beat, I just never wrote the song to it. I actually pushed that song on niggas. Like, yo, this beat is hard. It's like a Christmas song. The idea on niggas. And everybody, like I was just telling my other brother today, the nigga when you called me, like,
yeah,
telling him, I push songs on niggas. As producers, like, yo, this, I'll give you an idea. And if you be like, you don't see it, I'm
yeah.
gonna take it back. All right, watch what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
now you gonna look at it like, damn, this nigga Nom
Yeah, the
gave me that
visionary.
song.
You a
You know
visionary,
what I
man.
mean? Nom,
Visionary,
I
man.
had that song. You know what I mean? Like, but Babito, he's just a genius, man. Like, the nigga put I just wait till you see the new video, man. Like, it's new shit. Like, this nigga, man, we just keep getting better and better. Like,
No, man, I
we've never wrote a treatment, bro.
I could tell you love this shit,
Bro,
man. I could tell you
we've
really love.
never put a treatment down on paper.
That's
I told you I just shot 11 videos, bro. Just in last year, and I got way. That's just the ones in last year. We've been working for 2 or 3 years now together.
mm, that's
So that
crazy.
number's doubled probably, and the total videos that we ever did together, collaborated with, wherever I shot it and he edited it. Like, bro, when I tell you that this nigga, son, Babito, shout out to my brother Babito, Brock Spielberg, like, we be on films. Like, we've never wrote a treatment. We sit there, we talk our conversation, we conversate the videos out, bro. And
Yeah,
we shoot them, we talk about it, we get the equipment, the things that we need to do, rather it's the female, the location, the clothing, like I said, the clothing, the car, whatever the case may be, to pull those ideas off. And he just brings my vision to life, bro. He's the illest show.
no, no
But yeah,
doubt,
man.
no doubt, man. And yo, before we get out of here, anything you got coming out now you want the people to look out for?
Ah man, now we can get to the shit that you were speeding to. You know what I mean? The shit that the shit that I'm working on. You know what I mean? I'm working on this project called the Iron Mike tape. You
Okay,
know what I mean?
okay.
I'm a kid from the '80s, man. Look how you smiling just by hearing his name. Like, you get you get a
I
feeling
know,
as soon as you
I know
hear
the
his
psyche
name.
behind
Like,
it.
as soon as you hear his name, my nigga, like you just like. Cause you a kid of the '80s, I know. All right, let me give a backstory to like what Mike Tyson means to me. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then you can tell those that feel in the comment sections and playing it in whatever, we post this about what he mean to you. Chop this part, use this part about what he mean to you. Like, I just remember being a kid, like I used to draw Mike Tyson, bro.
yeah,
Like I get
yeah.
a picture of like he was like action hero, bro. He was like an
Right,
action figure, bro. He was like Wolverine and shit to me, son. Like
right.
I used to draw him. Like I remember when he lost to Buster Douglas, son, and I was upstate in Monticello. Shout out to my family up there. I got family still up there too, in Monticello. Like we was in Monticello, snowed in Monticello during the Buster Douglas fight. Shout out to all my family. We have so many family. There was so many. Shout out to all the family that might watch this and remember that shit. Cause y'all was whoever was there. Like there was so many of us. My brothers, my stepbrothers, my stepbrother who passed away, look E, like rest in peace. Like my brother Duquan, like it was everybody was there up there,
Agreed,
right?
man.
So
Everybody
and
remember where they was when that fight happened. Everybody
you know
remember
what I
where
mean?
they was
And
at.
I just remember all the kids was in the front of the couch, all the adults was in the back, and I just remember being in front of the couch watching the fight, and him losing, and I just remember he lost, and I just remember looking back at my dad with tears in my eyes. My nigga, I was crying,
Yeah.
I cried when Mike, yo, I cried when Mike lost, my
Yeah, it's
nigga,
like your hero.
I
It's like
cried,
your hero fell. Like I know
yo,
the
I
feeling, bro.
cried when Mike lost, my niggas. I remember looking back at my dad like, yo, did this shit just happen like this?
Yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah,
that just happen to my dad? Just pat me on my shoulder and grabbing me and hugging me and be like, "He gonna win it back. He
yeah,
gonna win it back. It's all right. It's okay." You know what I mean?
yeah,
Champions lose sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I never forget him
yeah.
saying those phrases. Like a champion loses sometimes,
Right.
but he'll get it. He'll get it back. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that's how important Mike Tyson was to me as a little kid. So now you fast forward to what we about to get into, and like I just think I was watching on you. I'm a YouTube fiend. Like I'll wake up and be watching YouTube all day. Now it can go from
yeah,
music videos to studying some shit, like to watching something, getting knowledge of whatever on YouTube. YouTube is the biggest fucking like it's like a visual library. You know what I mean? Depending on how you use it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to YouTube, who we on right now.
exactly. Right. Yeah. Word up.
But
Shout out
you
to
know what I mean? It's
YouTube.
like a visual library. At least I use it in that type of sense. You know what I'm saying? And
No doubt.
sometimes audio library because there might just be an audio that you can get from YouTube, but YouTube got it. You know what I'm saying? It's the biggest library in the world. But and I just remember just being I probably was on YouTube and I just ran across some Mike Tyson knockouts and it just brought me back to that feeling. Like
Yeah,
now, you know what I mean? Like right now, I'm prolific, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm the hottest nigga on. And I mean this in a modest way, man. Like fuck anybody who feel a different type of way, nigga. Get your shit up, nigga. Like, but I'm the
yeah,
hottest nigga on the island, nigga.
yeah.
The hottest nigga on the island, nigga. I'm the dopest nigga on the island. I'm the hardest working nigga where I'm from, yo. Like,
That's a
so
fact,
and I got
bro.
the work to prove. I got the work and the effort to prove that. So with me saying, with all that being said, like I feel like I am Mike right now. Like I
Yeah,
feel untouchable. I feel like 20-year-old I am Mike who is
yeah,
untouchable. There's nothing that can beat me. I am Achilles. You think that these niggas is not on it? I am that nigga. Like you
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? I'm untouchable, nigga. I'm unbeatable. Like
Yes, sir.
right now, everybody who's watching from afar, my peers, my all my peers, all the niggas who watching, fans,
Mhm.
niggas, haters. You know what I'm saying? Probably the niggas who rap with me. You know what I mean? I hope not, but the niggas who rap, my niggas who might, and they looking at me, nigga, and they realize that this nigga is unfucking touchable. This nigga is
Yeah,
unstoppable. This nigga is that fucking good.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
feel like I am Mike. So me sitting there watching that and seeing that, like I wanted to make a project that embodies that confidence, that
yeah,
embodies that cockiness, that embodies that 20-year-old champion, undisputed champion. You understand what I'm saying? That no one could deny the beast that he was in his time, my nigga. Like, and that's where I'm at right now. Maybe I won't be this in 2 or 3 years. I highly doubt that though. But
yeah,
maybe I won't. Maybe in 5 years, maybe well, right now, nigga.
yeah. You got
I
it.
am Mike.
You got
You
yeah,
understand
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yo,
I'm 20-year-old. I am Mike, my nigga. I'm
yo,
21-year-old. I am Mike. I'm cocky.
right.
I'm confident. And you know I fuck shit up.
That's a fact. I'm
That's
not
Mike Tyson, bro.
gonna.
On
Nah,
stage, on stage, like I said, I produce my own shit. I make my own videos. I make my own clothes. I'm wearing it right here in your fucking face. Like,
yeah,
make my own clothes. Make them like, bro. Like,
yeah,
do all and it's flawless and all the shit is top notch shit, my nigga. I'm not selling nothing to you. I'm not preaching nothing to. I'm this not to you. This is to the listeners and the watchers that's watching. It's like I'm
yeah,
not. I'm not. You can do your own research, my nigga. Like
yeah. Straight up, straight
leave
up.
from this interview and type in NAM space NITTY, my nigga, all the way back for 10 years, my nigga. This ain't nothing new. Like, this ain't even new. But we could just space it to the last 2 years, 3 years. There's nothing on this island where we from, my nigga, fucking with me respectfully. Like, they do, I love and respect all of what they do, but there's nothing to compare to this, my nigga.
And let's end.
Nothing.
Let's end with the usual suspects. So give us an update on the usual suspects before we
Ah,
end this.
yeah, yeah. We had this. Me and you had this conversation briefly earlier too. Like usual suspects, right? Shout out to my nigga John Jiggs. Like I'm a part of a bigger conglomerate called the Monopoly family. You know what I'm saying? My brother John Jiggs, one of the dopest MCs in Long Island. What if you ask me, probably the dopest, one of the dopest rappers that I ever heard. I have no problem sitting here saying that boy, man. one of them rapidy
Shout
rap
out
ass
to him.
niggas, man. He rap he better, you know. Son, I can have no problem saying on some he's better than me, bro. Like as far as these bars and the way he put them shit together, that nigga's a fucking monster. Him and my brother Pillsbury, like you know what I'm saying. So
Shout out to
you know,
Pillsbury.
Me and Pills got a shout out to Pills and shout out to John, shout out to Ross Son, shout
Uh,
out to Enzo Globe, shout out to Nat Burns, shout out to my guys, shout out to Peter
Nat
Leo.
Burns, yeah, Nat Burns from Amityville.
Mm-mm. Nat Burn, he from Brentwood. You know what I'm saying? He from Brentwood. Older MC that used to be down with he ain't that older, but he a little older than us, and he used to be down with he used to be Craig Mack's hype man. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
he has history. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
All y'all don't know who Rasan is. Rasan has history. Rasan is one of the first MCs on Long Island. Out Rasan is still the only MC after Keith Murray that has had a major deal.
Rasan. I'm like, you keep saying Rasan. I'm like, the guard Rasan from back in the day.
Yes,
Rasan.
yes, yes,
I'm like,
yes,
you keep saying
yes.
Rasan.
I
I didn't
met
know it was that
Rasan
Rasan.
now to do a real quick history check. Me and Rasan met each other on a minor tit when I was 16 years old. Well,
Mm-hmm.
before I was even really rapping, he was rapping, getting busy.
Yeah, Rasan.
Nigga
Yeah.
went home. I met Rasan on a minor tier. 16
Right.
years old. That nigga look at us looking at BET, and that nigga said, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get a deal. I
Mm,
came back to jail the very next year. No other charge.
yeah.
Sitting in the same jail, in the
Uh,
same bars, looking at the same bars, watching BET, and he was on BET.
oh
So,
man.
like I said, so I say that to say that Rasan is the last Long Island MC to have a major deal after Keith Murray.
Right. Right.
There's others that shout out to Jo draft pick. He had a make. I consider him as one of a Long Island
You
MC that
got
had a major
history.
deal.
You know your Strong Island history. That's crazy. You go back to draft
But
picks. That's
you know what I'm saying?
personality element. What are you
Who
talking
Jo
about?
draft pick?
Yeah.
Now he's still popping. That's the thing about it. Son even still rocking. Like shout out to Jo. Jo still rocking.
No,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
Jo is the Jo. Jo is like me. Like he's been doing it. He ain't new to this. He true to this shit. Like you said, he's a name
Right.
that's been around for a long time. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right.
But
Exactly.
especially repping this island. You know what I mean? He wear
Mhm.
that shit on his chain. I always loved his chain. You know what I mean? Shout
Yo,
out to
draft
Jo.
picks.
You know
That
what I
when
mean?
you say that, that was one. That's like back when IGT had got a deal with Loud Records in like 98, 97, maybe.
Even Reek, like that's Reek the villain times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rock Marciano time. Like like Boy been around here for a long time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He
man.
was
I love
rapping
it.
before I was rapping. Put it that way. Before I
No,
made a name for
for
myself, he had one. So that's just being real. So
sure.
yeah, man, me and Pills, we got a series that we call for criminal use only. Me and my brother Pillsbury. Shout out to Pillsbury. We got an album, a joint album that we drop together every year.
Okay.
Um, we were up to the third installment, and bro, you know, me being a producer, you know what I'm saying? I gave him more. I wanted to follow his direction more, so he led the direction on this. Truth be told, like you know what I mean.
On the usual
But his
suspects
direction,
idea,
huh?
he led the direction on the usual suspects
On
idea.
this last one, you understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
On the last one, I let him lead the direction, and in his direction, his words exactly is, all right, Rod, you know, Rod Sutton had that time we always started performing with each other all the time. Or Pills and Rod Sutton will be on my set together. Like if
That's
they didn't have a
dope.
relationship beforehand, they gained one through me. You understand what I'm saying?
That's dope.
I like to call myself the Dr. Dre of this shit because all of these niggas, they might not fuck with each other as individuals, or
Yeah.
what not as much as they would if Nam wasn't the
Hmm.
glue in between that. You understand what I'm saying? Like Snoop wouldn't fuck with Eminem. He wouldn't even know who a fucking Eminem was if it wasn't for Dr. Dre.
Right.
50 Cent wouldn't fuck with Game. Matter of fact, 50 Cent wouldn't have known Game if Game wasn't sitting on the shelf, Dr. Dre's shelf.
Right. Right.
So Dr. Dre is the common denominator through all of this shit. And I like to call myself the Dr. Dre of all of this shit, especially this usual suspect shit, right? So Pills was like, yo, I want to pull Rod. I want to get Rod involved in it more. I want to get John involved in this project more. Because
Yeah,
we all brothers. We all got mutual, we all happen to have mutual relationships. Rather if it's because of me, they have their own relationships or whatever. Like,
that's super dope,
so,
man.
so I'm just me being a producer. I just want to put together that vision that you talk. Now it becomes a challenge of putting together the
Right,
vision that
right,
you verbalized to me.
right.
It just so happened that John came into town within the next 2 or 3 days. John gives me 4 verses.
Okay.
All right. Pills comes back the next couple of days. Now matter of fact, I picked all the beats. John flies in. He hears what I picked. I might have my rhymes on certain shit. I might not. I think I have my raps on certain shit. But it was one Godzilla versus King Kong. That's on YouTube. We just did the video for that. Um, I knew I wasn't gonna rap on that. I knew I wanted to pair them two on that song.
Yeah,
Just them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I wanted to hear a record with just them two rapping on my beat. You know what I
Right,
mean? That was
right.
me as a producer. That was my wet dream. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so he gave me the verse for that. He gave me a verse for a couple other joints. Pills heard that. He came that day. The day Pills heard John shit, he gave me 4 or 5 verses.
Okay.
Now I got 4 or 5 verses I'm playing around with. They got I might have verses or I might be adding verses to that shit. Now I play for Rason. Rason picks and chooses where he wanted to put himself in. Or I want to do that one. I want to do this one. I want to do that one. You understand what I'm saying? I like to tell people now I look up, I got an album. I insert a singer here, a singer there. You know what I mean? This person over here on this over here, get the hook scratched by this person or that. Matter of fact, that was the cherry on top. I have
Yeah.
a DJ that I work with. Shout out to Tone Spliff.
Shout out
I used to
Tone.
always one of my things about as I guess my producer niche or my sound is the vocal sample. Sort of like what how DJ Premier scratches the vocals into the hook. I've always been a fan of that. I always loved that, and I've adopted that to my production style. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
But I never had a DJ, so I used to sample the samples into the songs, and it worked. You know what I mean? It would be dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I always would do it, and I would be like, "Damn, if I ever had a DJ, I met a DJ, my man Tone Split, and we he just he did 4 to 5, maybe 6 scratches on that last Usual Suspects. So I felt it was only right to make him a part
Right. Right.
of the of to make him a part of it, like officially, not just like in cuts by. He earned being a part of this album. You know what I'm saying? His name, he earned that. He put work in. You know what I'm saying? So I sum it up by saying I like to tell people I force my friends to be all my rapper friends to be in a group with me.
Yo, and it's working. It's working, man. I seen the last performance, and everything like that, man. You was telling me that some technical difficulties happened to you for the first time performing.
Um, I, nah, I mean, what happened? Well, that was the technical difficulty. You talk about my in the video you seen on my Facebook. Like I had the Onyx face. That was because of what? That was just because of the circumstances that happened with the shit happens, man. Rather it's with
Yeah, for sure.
a flash drive, the DJ shit not working, the mics suck. They want all of a sudden all of a sudden shit don't work for you. Moment. And I had mine. It never happened to me until the other night. Now I was pissed off about it because I was in that zone. You know how serious we take this shit, bro.
Oh, no question, man. But you went right. You went right in, man. You went right in, and
Nah, yeah, yeah. You know, it wasn't
recovered
going to
beautifully.
I think it goes back to that ball playing shit, like that basketball player shit. Like, all right, like you know what I mean. I fucked up that play,
Yeah,
but when I come back down, you know what
exactly.
I mean.
And you slam dunk it.
We gotta come back down again. That
Exactly.
ball got to come back down the other way. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly. Exactly.
you on offense now, but I get my turn soon. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
no
So
doubt.
once I got into the groove, I went to the groove. But the thing in with the Usual Suspect thing is like I like to think that it's the standard I got with it. Like any one of us could be Ralph.
Yeah.
If you look at it from a new edition standpoint, any one of us could be Ralph. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now, the last show, Pills wasn't able to make it. You know what I mean? Like for me personally, nah, nigga, you're not gonna see me without seeing either one of them niggas anymore. Cause them is my brothers, and I don't want. I want. You want to make it with the niggas that you love. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I don't want to. If I don't want to make it without them. You know
No
what I'm
doubt.
saying? To be honest with you, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen with them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any add-on from on there, it's an add-on. It's just that. But at the core of this, it's always gonna be Pills, Wild Son, and
Yeah.
Monopoly Family. You know what I'm saying? So, um, Pills wasn't able to come because of certain whatever circumstances. But my other brother, Enzo Globe, you know what I mean? Like it's like I said, I'm the Dr. Dre of this shit. If Dr. Dre ever had a chance to put together a name of all the rappers that he ever worked with,
Yeah.
he'll probably name them Usual Suspects. You heard?
That's dope, man. Yo, Nitty, man, that's fire, man.
Like, you know what I
Yo,
mean? If I'm Dr. Dre of this shit, if
yo,
Dr. Dre ever got a chance to put together Snoop, Eminem, 50, you know what I mean? That just
yeah,
came, all of them, all in one, DOC, all of them niggas all in one group. You
that's
know what I'm saying? He'll probably
fire.
name them niggas the Usual Suspects, you heard? And
That's
I
fire,
just able to,
bro.
I was able to, I'm working with my brothers in that same type of fashion. I know that Dre, I wish he probably could. I'm fortunate as a producer to be able to do that.
No doubt.
Word.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. Yo, nah, man, I appreciate you coming through, brother.
Nigga,
Word up, man.
we could do this for like another 2 hours, nigga. This is
Yeah,
what,
yeah, no doubt, no
you
doubt.
know what
Listen,
I'm saying? Like,
anytime you got something going on, man, you know what I mean? Please, bro, you know, you're more than welcome to. This is your home too, fam. I appreciate you stopping in, family, for sure.
nah, absolutely. Shit, nigga, we about to drop this. We about to drop this Iron Mike shit, man. Like I was saying, like we about to drop this Iron Mike shit soon, man. Like we could preview it. We could do set something up where we preview it. You know what I mean?
Let's do that.
I
Let's
don't
do
know.
that.
Y'all want me to preview it to y'all?
That's a
Y'all
fact.
put that in the comments, right in the comments. If y'all want me to
Fact.
y'all want to have an album listening party with motherfucking check the rhyme, check the exclusive, check the rhyme
That's gonna be
album
crazy.
listening party.
That's
The
gonna be
album done. The
yeah,
album done.
yeah.
Like,
Let's
so all you
do it.
gotta do, all you
That's
gotta
fire.
do is tell me you want it,
I
and I
got you,
give it
bro.
to you. You
I
know what I'm
got you. I
saying?
appreciate you, Nam. Yo, next time we gonna do it again, big fam. Appreciate you, family.
I
Salute.
love you more, bro.
Yo, love, fam.
Peace.
Peace.